Welcome back to Crosshair. We've got one more run to wrap up the show today, and that is Wolfenstein 2009 with Kongman 21. So Kongman, take it away.
What's going on, guys? My name is Kongman21, and this is actually really interesting to see that I'm already back on Hotfix. Some of you might actually remember me from about 2 months ago. I performed the 80% route of this, but today we're going to be doing cheat percent. Cheat percent is essentially our fancy way of saying New Game Plus, but it sounds cooler than New Game Plus. We're absolutely breaking this game. I'm currently the world record holder for this category, and 13 of the 15 individual levels of this game. The 2 levels I don't have the world record for are not marathon friendly, so I don't practice those, if we're being honest. So I'm going to go ahead and start. We do have to watch this really fun, unskippable cutscene. This pretty much sets up the whole game. It's a great cutscene if you've never seen it before. A little bit of a fun fact. This is also the only Wolfenstein game where BJ Blazkowicz has black hair. Every other game, he has blonde hair.
He believes there is a spy aboard.
We don't know why.
Should we delay the missile launch on London?
This was also the product of Activision and Raven Software back in 2009, and it is a fever dream of Wolfenstein. That is all I have to say. And host, do you have any questions about this game before we get started?
Not any questions. I do want to point out the fact that chat has already started making the jokes about how you and I look similar, so that's that'll be fun to listen to for the next hour.
listen, I'm really good at changing my voice super quickly. That's why there's not 2 cameras going on right now. All right, so
we don't look anything alike. You're a dude with a beard and a goatee and long brown hair, and I'm a dude with a beard and a goatee and long brown hair. Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, wait a minute. All right, so to give you guys some context about the history of this game, it's a game. In my opinion, it's the best of the series. A lot of people say it's not. I mean, it's not Spirit Destiny levels bad, but it's up there. But recently, or about a year ago or so kind of recently, we discovered that we could go into the game files and re-enable the quick save quick load function. So this breaks a lot of stuff in the game for us. And since we're on cheat percent, we're going to start the game with all weapons, all medallion upgrades I think he's holding, give ourselves a crap ton of money. And then my favorite one is called Pumpkin Heads, and that one's going to be a little self-explanatory here in a moment. It's, Alright, so this cutscene's about to wrap up, and then I will give us a countdown for the run to start.
OSA headquarters.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's strap in, because BJ Blazkowicz is going to give us a show. That's about all I have to say. Wolfenstein. No other tagline. Also the only Wolfenstein game to just say Wolfenstein. So we're going to be skipping this upcoming cutscene because I can do it. So we are going to start the run here in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So first thing we do is we clip out of this train. And now we go into options, thank you. Gameplay cheats, pumpkin heads enabled, weapon upgrade, give ourselves a lot of gold. And now we have everything unlocked. So in the bottom left, we have our medallion, which is all of our different upgrades. The bottom one lets us run faster, go through certain walls. The red one gives us like increased damage, lets us shoot through walls and shields. The top one is a shield. We never use it, if we're being honest. Even in the 80% route, we never collect that crystal. And then the right one slows us down. So this is pumpkin heads.
Good, my friend.
Every one of the game has pumpkin heads. Also with the quick save quick load function is we can skip dialogue. So as I like to joke about in the 80% route, BJ has social anxiety and we don't want to talk to anyone. Okay, so we're gonna kill those guys, do a quick save quick load here, and surely Eric Engel will run all the way over here to me. before the train cuts him off, which he does. Wow, this is really good RNG here.
Let's see how you fared demolitions, DJ.
So this is one of the 2 levels that has a void run where we run out of bounds for a long time. It's not marathon friendly. You're just kind of aimlessly running about and hoping for the best. So we don't do it in this run. So you're going to see the current route that we take, which is a lot of climbing with quick save, quick loads. Kill a couple of those guys up there to make it a little bit easier. So one way that this game is programmed is all the checkpoints are loaded in at a certain point. So sometimes all we got to do is we got to run and hit certain triggers, and we're good to go. This little section of the train here is we're going to have like a swarm of Nazis coming out, and then we're going to have some running across the top. So our goal is to kill the ones up top, otherwise we're going to have a second wave, and we lose a lot of time. Those are my guys. Let me not shoot them.
Don't shoot those.
And there should be one more. There he is. All right, we should be good now. Oh, there's more. All right, one of them was my guy. He's fine. Okay, I think I got them all. All right, so as soon as the bomb has been planted, even though there's nobody over there, that symbolizes we've killed them all. All right, so now we have to wait for this explosion to go off, which is going to cause this train to cause a lot of anti-gravity. So to explain this part, the Nazis have been harvesting a lot of like underground crystals and weird voodoo magic, essentially, which is essentially the medallion we have. And yeah, they're trying to make essentially these like super dumb weapons to like take over the world, you know, typical Nazi stuff. And that's train station. That's the first level of the game. I hope you all enjoyed that.
You say that, but it's also like typical for Wolfenstein, so
yeah,
that does track.
it is also true Wolfenstein. So this guy shows us how to use a book. We don't have time to read. We're speedrunning. Conveniently, whenever we first were like routing out this game, we didn't think the book was any kind of useful. We thought it was just like a useless thing. We found out we can actually level warp with it, which you're going to see in a little bit just how quickly that comes in handy. So originally, we're supposed to go talk to the Black Micro Brothers who give us all our upgrades, a couple side missions. We don't talk to them at all in this game, except for the Zeppelin level where we have a forced interaction. So what we do is we just bypass their level. Normally there's a gate that unlocks once we finish talking to them. But since we don't talk to them, we jump over that building, and for whatever reason, there is a load trigger for this conversation on top of that building. Why do they put it there? I don't know, man. Alright. So we've skipped all the dialogue. We have to go to the dig site where we have to go find the medallion and the crystals. We already have it, so it makes this part kind of weird and interesting. I'm going to try and do a new skip here that I discovered literally earlier while I was warming up. Think I hit it? I did hit it. All right. So this is a weird skip that I literally discovered like about an hour ago. No enemies spawn, so we're literally in a ghost town. This building doesn't have windows. There's nobody around here, and then for whatever reason, there's no lighting in this room. Well, you can't see because it's green. So this is dig site. Dig site is officially the most broken level in the game. So normally we turn left here to go into the actual dig site itself and go find the medallion. Well, we already have it, so we're just going to go to where the end of the level is. And we're going to jump over this fence. Alright, the gate is open, and once we run through, the game realizes we passed the checkpoint, and it thinks everything is destroyed. So now we're just going to run to the end of the level. And the game is really confused at this point, so we're going to trick it by flipping this switch a few times. So we're just going to sit back, flip the switch a little bit, and then eventually the game will realize what has happened.
You say like, oh, the game thinks everything is destroyed, but it's true that everything is broken.
Yes. That was dig site, 43 seconds. Hope you all enjoyed that.
Very nice.
All right, and then this guy, let him talk. So this is where we are going to level warp. So we're going to go back to the train station, and then leave the train station. So anytime we go back to we revisit a level and leave, it puts us where it spawns us after the level ends. And now we are significantly closer to the Christ House Circle. And now we can just jump over this fence. And now we're gonna go talk to Caroline Becker, who's gonna tell us to go to the church. Kill a couple Nazis along the way. You know, we hate Nazis. Everyone does. Or I hope everyone does.
Sounds like you did a good job.
Alright, so we're gonna come down here. Caroline's gonna talk to us. Maybe. Reset. There we go. Something died out there.
Caroline, the team.
I have no idea what that noise was.
Alright.
Alright, so she gave us the level. Back to the train station. Guys, I hope you like trains. They're really cool. I love trains. I hope you love trains too.
I love trains.
Alright, and so now we're going to go over to Midtown East. Almost had my directions mixed up. Because now we need to go to the church. Because apparently the Nazis are creating some kind of super weapon, typical Wolfenstein style. Making some kind of death weapon of some sort, and we gotta go stop them. So we're gonna run through here. This is where the level is. Talk to this guy, so our guy immediately teleports over here, and we get to go to the church. Church is another very broken level, as you're gonna see.
We have to take out those machine guns.
Alright, so normally we have to go destroy these two machine gun nests. You'll see one up there and one kind of tucked away over there. We're just going to bypass all of this. So we're going to run over to this corner, jump up here, do some more quick saving, quick loading. Alright, and now we're going to do the first actual void running of the game. We're going to run up to about where this smoke patch is. And if I do it right... Okay, I land on the roof, and we're going to run across some barbed wire that doesn't hurt us for whatever reason. We're going to jump up here. Whoops, one more jump. Alright, now we are on this ledge. We're going to jump on this roof, jump over, and now we're about 50% of the way through the level. Just skipping a whole bunch of it. But we're not done yet. There's more skips to be had in this. We're just going to kill those guys. So every time you guys see me use this little ability, it's a time slow, and since it is the highest upgrades, it will also essentially turn enemies into dust if they're within a certain distance. So we're going to jump over another invisible wall. Oh. Random death there. Got shot by like 6 different Nazis at once. That rarely ever happens.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, amazing timing. Like, I don't think I've ever seen them shoot that good. This is the easiest difficulty, too. So, now we're going to do a really high jump here to get over this invisible wall. Bypassing about 90% of the level here. And then quick save, quick load to prevent fall damage. Alright, so this is the big super weapon that the Nazis are creating. Alright, now we need to shoot out the little blips here. Did I get them all? I might have missed one. Oh, yep, there's one. Oh, this one doesn't want to be destroyed. There we go. Alright, so this is a little cutscene I'm going to let you all enjoy, since we have plenty of time here. So this is the super weapon, we destroy it. And if you guys thought Wolfenstein wasn't weird enough yet, just wait. Listen, you guys want psychedelic horror? Let's have Nazi zombies that shoot energy blasts. Isn't that cool, guys? Wait, guys, look. It's the cover of the game, right here. It's the cover.
Oh,
that's so cool. Anyway, so we're gonna kill him. That was fun. Now we're gonna leave the church. Guys, ignore my truck. It's under repairs. Listen, I'm working on it. Alright, so that was the church.
That looked, okay. Sure.
It's fine, don't worry about it. So there's going to be a guy over here. He's one of the super soldiers. If we have in power, we can just burst him down instead of doing the puzzle to kill him. That pretty much gets him out of the way for us, so we don't have to worry about him later. So this is the Golden Dawn. They're like the super, think like Ancient Aliens. You know, that old History Channel show where the guy's like crazy. That's basically these guys. This is you can't tell this is a really old guy because he has a pumpkin on his head. He's upset because we won't give him the medallion. So now we have to go to the tavern. So we're gonna go back to the train station, guys. Hope you guys are having fun with this. I hope you enjoyed the train station. So we have to go to a place called the Raven's Nest. And don't forget, this was made by Raven Software. I wonder where they got that idea. Alright, so this is the tavern. This is my favorite level of the game. We run in here, wait for this guy to show up. Talk to him, and then we walk away.
Mission. A few days ago, we sent 2 members.
Wow.
Alright. We're gonna enjoy some music here. We're gonna position ourselves here. And now we wait.
Well, while we're waiting, I can ask you about your speedrun history, because you have an interesting little collection of speedruns. A lot of Jax runs on your in your library. What got you from running Jax to running this?
So I actually have like a weird history with this game. So I originally got into speedrunning back around like whenever COVID first started. Thanks to a video from the Rixer. If you guys don't know who the Rixer is, he's a really great guy. Makes a lot of YouTube documentaries. He made one for Jack X Combat Racing, one of my favorite games of all time. Absolutely fell in love with it. Learned how to play that. Absolutely adorable. Great video. And then I was bored one day and I was looking at like the history of games that I have, or like not the history of games, but like my personal game collection. And I saw this sitting on the shelf of the PS3. And I was like, I wonder if anyone actually speedruns this game. And there was, at the time, a Russian guy named Bantilla. In my opinion, the GOAT of this game. If it wasn't for him, this game would probably not be as broken as it is. And I have a history of this game because my dad loves the Wolfenstein series, and I bought this for him for Christmas when it came out. And he said this was one of the weirdest Wolfenstein games he's like ever seen. However, he refuses to play the new series because he doesn't like the idea that the Nazis won the war. And I'm like, yeah, but that's the point of the games. It's like the what if that we never want to think about. But you get to liberate. You get to kill more Nazis. But I mean, I understand his reasoning behind it. Yeah.
But in fairness to him, every Wolfenstein game is weird. They're all weird. They're all extremely weird, so...
Yeah, they're all weird in their own sort of way, and it's great. Alright, so I'm doing a lot of parkour here. So this is the farm level, by the way. Apparently the Nazis are digging out a tunnel of some kind. Or not a tunnel, they're digging out a cave to try and find more crystals. We have to go stop them. This is also another very broken level.
Get behind! Keep moving! Look out! Get down!
So this is the farm level. The farm level is basically done at this point, once we get in the elevator. And now we're gonna go down to the caverns. Oh, boy, wasn't that fun. Alright, so this is the caverns. It doesn't look that big, right? Right. And then... Hello? Random invisible object? Yeah, so this is what the Nazis have been digging out.
Holy.
Yeah, so normally this is like a 20-minute level that nobody wants to do. Remember how I said on Train Station that most of the levels, like all their checkpoints are loaded in already? Well, we're just gonna come up here. We're gonna float up above this train. Crouch down, and oh look, it's the end of the level.
Wow.
And so now everything's being blown up because we went down, we destroyed their like power system. But since we're here, the game goes, oh, I think you already did all that because you hit this checkpoint somehow. So yeah, you already cleared this out. So this part's just an auto scroller, essentially. Just kill some guys. This part's just basic, easy. That guy's on the train. That's new. I hope that was fun. Whoops, don't need that. Alright, so now we have to go back and talk to the Golden Dawn brothers once again. Alright, take care of those guys. If you don't kill them, there's a chance they just stand in the stairwell and they don't get out of your way.
Get everything packed up. Dr. Alexandrov
So Leonardo Alexandrov is upset because we blew up the farm, and now we have to go to the haunted hospital. Yes. Apparently there were reports of weird sightings at this hospital, and we're sent to go investigate for whatever reason. Yeah. This is
one in Wolfenstein. Nothing surprises me.
Yeah, usually this is where we get our Empower, the red medallion ability. But since we already have it, we're just kind of here just because it's part of the game. Alright, so I really don't know what to say here. This is just kind of like a run to the first boss. We have these invisible guys that run around. They're pretty much the like invisible assassins. They're really nothing to worry about. They stab you once and you like know where they are. They don't have like a one-shot ability or anything. Yeah, so that part's just a straight line run. Alright. So we're gonna run in here. I'm gonna try and hit this. This rarely works. But if I can get it to work, there's a chance I can kill him before he flips up. I did not. That's unfortunate. So now we're gonna go up and kill him because he got away. Alright, now he's dead.
Nice.
Alright, so this gun that I'm using, that's called the Leichenstadt 44. It's usually like the final gun of the game. You don't get it till much later. But since this is cheaper set, we just have every gun. It one-shots most things. Everyone, I want you to meet my favorite character. He's my favorite ragdoll in the game. Alright. Every time you quick save, quick load, all models immediately flop into a T-pose. And then because they're not supposed to be in a T-pose, they just immediately fall over. So I've skipped a lot of load triggers. So this part is still loaded in here, which is good. But normally in this whole section, this is like the generator room for the hospital. So normally you're supposed to go all the way down there, collect the Tesla cannon, and then we can progress through here. But because we skipped one of the load triggers, the gun just never loads, and it's just not down there. So around this part, the power is run out because we took away their power. And so everything's like dark around us, but since we have the medallion, we can see better. Yeah, this game gets a little trippy here. So I'm gonna run past all these guys. Up here is one of our first boss fights of the game. The point of this boss fight is it's this weird behemoth that we're supposed to have run into these pillars. But we just shoot these barrels, and he despawns. And we're done with that boss fight.
Wow.
And we get to leave. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing him. Alright. Grab this gold, and then we're gonna go back to the train station. Guys, you like trains? Alright, hope you enjoyed them.
Love
Alright, so now we are going to go back to the Chrysler Circle, because Caroline Becker needs to tell us about this new like general Nazi that's trying to take over. Because everything's run by Death's Head, but... Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. All part of the show.
Welcome back.
But yeah,
Understood.
but there's a new general that's taken over. His name's General Zeta. No one knows like where he came from. He just kind of showed up essentially, and the Nazis went, "Yeah, we like you. We'll work with you." All right, so we're gonna go back to the hospital, the level we were just at. Then we're going to skip this cutscene, leave the hospital, because the start of the Cannery
Go! We'll give you
is right over here. Alright, and we're to the cannery. This is another very broken level you're gonna see here soon. So we have more of the invisible guys running around. We just kill them. We get the cool fan death. Blinky, you miss it. Best way to kill the Nazis, in my opinion, in this game. Alright. Normally this is where a flamethrower guy runs around, but we're going to slow time so he doesn't get in our way. And just bypass this fight entirely. A bunch more invisible guys are going to get in the way. We can run past one of them. There's another flamethrower guy, but we can just jump up here. Bypass this whole like weird puzzle section. It's not it's kind of a puzzle, like if you know how to destroy something and then run back out. So this is the part where normally we have to run into the actual cannery itself. But, you know, since we can do this, we can just bypass a lot of this. You're gonna see a lot more quick save, quick loading here for a minute. Alright, so a little bit of void running. Nice, nice, there we go, okay. So the whole point of the cannery is the Nazis have also been making this, like, really big death weapon. Go away. So now we have to destroy the death weapon by destroying all 4 of these pillars, which are essentially what's powering the weapon. Alright, and that was easy. Alright, so now we have to go take care of General Zeta now that we have taken care of the death weapon that they were making. Or sorry, the super weapon is what they call it. My apologies. Yeah, same thing, basically. So we jump up here, deactivate the force field that lets us go to where General Zeta's hiding. Since we have the Black Sun dimension in the power of our hand, we can see all the different like guys floating around, these weird blue things. General Zeta looks like a normal Nazi. That's what his true form is. This boss fight's super simple. You shoot him a lot. He's gonna run to recharge. You blow out the engines, shoot him some more. Rinse and repeat 3 times. He's gonna attempt an animation attack at you, but you've already dealt so much damage, it doesn't matter. Alright guys, General Zeta's dead. Nope.
Well done.
Okay, now he's dead. And then we quick save, quick load, get the doors to blow open sooner. And we leave. Alright, so that was Cannery. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Hold on.
Alright, run onto this fence to get the checkpoint, and then we're gonna go back to the train station.
Trains?
I love trains.
I love trains.
Unfortunately, that is the last time we will see the train station.
No!
I'm sorry, guys, I know. I love the train station too. Alright, so now we are going to go talk to Caroline Becker once again. Because now that we've killed General Zeta, the Nazis just somehow magically know where the Kreisau Circle is. I mean, let's be real, guys. It's not like there's a giant K on the door that tells us, can you tell them where we are?
Certainly not.
Yeah, I don't think they thought that part through. So now we have to move everything downtown. So it's the 3rd hub world, or the 3rd area of the hub world. Skip the dialogue, we don't care about this. Okay, and then we are going to the dig site. He's still here. I don't know why he's here. Alright. So now we have to run downtown. This is just kind of a quick little like auto-scroller kind of thing. No, auto-scroller, what am I saying? Okay, can we hit this jump, please? Hello? There we go, okay. If I were to hit that first try, that would save like a little bit of time there. Alright, so now we are to downtown. This is a whole nother section. They want us to go talk to the Black Market Brothers, who we were supposed to talk to earlier. We don't do that. We don't need to talk to them. That guy's trying to tell us all about downtown. It doesn't matter. We're just going to skip all of that. Quick save, quick load to get our stamina back. Hopefully this guy doesn't get in my way like he did in practice. Alright. Yeah, this is just kind of like wandering around the world for a little bit. If you have any questions, comments, any funny chat messages that people said.
Well, I was going to ask a little bit about some of the history of this run, if you know much about it, or like how the run kind of developed. There's a lot of skips in here. I'm curious how those developed over time.
So a lot of these skips, like I said, was discovered about like a year and a half ago whenever Bantillo realized we could get into the game files and re-enable the auto load. So we can skip all this dialogue. Get out of my way. And then we realized we can jump after we quick save, quick load. And then a lot of this was just like trying to figure out where the load triggers in the game are, because like the Jack and Dexter series that I love playing, we have what's called debug mode, which is literally the developer's debug. We can see all the like load triggers and everything, all the collision. This game is a little bit of a guessing game. We have to see what works, what doesn't. We have a skip for every mission in the game except the final boss fight. That is the only one we don't have a skip for. I discovered like a little bit of a exploit for one part that saves a little bit of time, but it's not like game breaking. It saves like 3 to 5 seconds, if that.
I mean, that's still something.
Oh. What were my guys doing there? Alright, so this is the castle. Normally we have to turn left here and go explore the castle, go through the maze of puzzles they give us. Yeah, we're just going to go around this way. Conveniently, the developers gave us this really big rock over here. And I don't know why, but the top of this rock that you're never intended to get to has collision. And then you can jump through this rock. That doesn't have collision. So let me focus up on this jump here real quick. Alright, and then this whole part of the castle has collision. Leap of faith here. Alright, we made it. And now we are in the castle, and since we skipped a lot of load triggers, it's kind of a ghost town. This guy auto spawns every time we walk through the door. That's scripted. Alright, so normally this is where we come in and we get our Leichenstadt 44, the big gun that you saw me using earlier. This gun is used for one sole purpose of the game. It opens 2 gates. Alright. It opens that gate, and it opens this gate.
Wow.
We will use this a few other times, like we use this primarily in the final boss fight, and a couple other rooms to help clear out enemies faster. It's pretty much the super mega death weapon at that point. So we're going to go to the castle rooftop. This is where the game just gets incredibly weird. As if it wasn't weird enough.
I was gonna say more weird than Nazi zombies running around that transform in front of you.
Yes. You're going to see. So for those of you that have played the newer game trilogy, you'll know that Caroline Becker's in a wheelchair, and in this game she's not. That's because apparently she dies in this one, but the developers of the newer Wolfenstein games were like, we need a character people know. Let's use Caroline Becker, let's just bring her back. And they retconned it to where she broke her legs in this fight.
Best retcon.
Alright, so I'm going to destroy some banisters here to make this skip a bit easier. So normally Castle is like a 30-minute level. It is not fun to play casually. I always hated it growing up. Alright, but however, we've really broken this level down. I'm actually going to slow down time here to show you guys a little Easter egg that you will never see normally. So if we jump up here to where Hans and Caroline are, you'll see that if I look at Caroline, it's Rachel Herzen. We don't know who that is. That's just some name.
Interesting.
Even like if you go and look at the wiki, we don't know who that is. There's no one on there with no description. I've even like tried to like contact developers about it. No word. Oh yeah, so this is the Queen, guys. This is. I told you this game could get weirder. Alright, so the Queen Geist is another boss fight where she has this like multi-stage attack she throws at us after we destroy her egg sacs. This one is basically just aim labs. Now, Mr. Host, can you remind me the name of the show that we're on?
The show that we are currently on is called Crosshair.
All right, and if you would like to notice, during that aim training there, and during this entire game, they never give you a crosshair.
True.
Yeah, so I want you guys to imagine doing aim labs without a crosshair.
Where you bust out a tiny, tiny piece of duct tape, and
well, here's the other cool part that people at home cannot see, but I can see on my monitor. This is in windowed, and this is the only way the game comes.
geez.
So it's not ever like perfectly centered on my screen. So even if I would like a little bit of tape, this is all just pure like raw aim and skill. And oh wait, okay. So she has two different style of attack. She has either the dogs or the Myers, or not the mites that she throws at you. The dogs is the much faster one. So if you get 2 dogs and 1 mite, that's considered a good run. If you get 3 aim labs, you might as well just reset at that point. It sucks when you get 3 Myers or 3 aim labs. Alright, so now we're coming up to the end of the Queen Geist fight. We're gonna shoot out her last egg sac, and we've defeated the Queen Geist. And now we sit back and enjoy the unskippable cutscene. Yeah!
I also appreciated the joke that was in there as well.
Which one?
Where you said there was something that the audience, that you could see, but the audience could not see.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
But
I didn't even, okay, buddy. Oh, okay. Man. Get all over this guy.
I'm gonna be a dad in like 3 months, so I gotta get my practice in now. So.
Hell yeah, brother. All right, cool cutscene. The flashbang. All right, so now we get to leave the castle. All right. But wait, the Queen Geist isn't done. We gotta fight her again. This is literally just pumper full of this gun. Oh, okay. Well, she's very resilient today. Are you done? All right, she's done.
How much feedback there is on this gun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very loud gun.
Real stocky and solid.
And yeah, we have dynamite, by the way. This is how we kill the Queen Geist once and for all.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we just strap it to her neck and we go, all right. Look at it go. And we're good to leave. Wasn't that fun, guys?
Incredible.
Thank you. All right, and then we just run to my truck, which isn't weird and broken this time. And we leave. All right, that was the castle, guys. Castle Wolfenstein.
We should go back there.
No. We do not need to return to any levels at this point.
Well,
right,
that would be going back to an old game, so.
What the fuck just happened to me there? Yeah, I just booed up Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Just mid speedrun, guys. We're changing games.
It would be an incredible display of, like, if they had some sort of arbitrary code execution that involves booting up Return to Castle Wolfenstein halfway through this one.
Yeah. You know, I was actually thinking like trying to do like a marathon run of every Wolfenstein game. I think that'd be something impressive to do.
That would be quite a long anthology, but would be very, very impressive if you pulled it off.
We come here to relay that Caroline has died, but the Nazis come to attack us, so now we have to fend off against the Nazis. Luckily we have impower, so we can just kind of blow through everything. This guy's going to run in, and as you saw earlier in the run, we're going to do the same thing to this one. Alright. Alright, so we killed all those Nazis. We're going to have one guy come out of here. There's a chance he's just indestructible. So we got to restart a couple times. Alright, now he's dead. I don't know why, but sometimes he just doesn't die. And he can, if you're not playing the unrestricted categories, you can just soft lock your game and it sucks.
Boy.
Alright, so now we have to go to the new Golden Dawn location and talk to Eric and Sergey. So Sergey's a character that we haven't really met before. He's the one that we're supposed to meet in Dig Site that tells us how to use this, but we kind of skipped Dig Site if we're being honest. Alright. So this is the very fun part of the run where it's just a lot of dialogue. Thankfully, we can skip all dialogue in this game.
Your attack on the castle was a glorious blessing, Agent Blazkowicz.
BJ.
Hear that? It's a glorious blessing.
So, there is something.
Alright, so now we're done talking to them.
BJ?
He said the great line. Every time I hear that line, I have like a really great run. So surely that's a good sign, guys.
Ross?
Alright, since we go based off of load time removed, I actually have my splits like sitting just off screen, so I have no idea what time I'm at right now. I could be like really far ahead. I could be really far behind for all I know. Alright, so now we're going to downtown west, kind of like the Midtowns. To get to the airfield, we have to essentially take out all Nazis in this area. So we have the three guys that run this group of guys. Alright, he's dead. Then we have to fight this tank. Alright, the tank is destroyed. And then we have to fight these three. 4, I can't count apparently. Alright, they're all dead. And now we get to go to the airfield. The airfield is another very broken level that we have. Thanks to the quick save, quick load. Alright, so we're going to float up here.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Alright, run out here, grab some more of this ammo. Ooh, really good movement by me there. Alright, so normally this is supposed to be like a really big fight area to get through. We can just run past everything, blow these up. This is a giant airfield we have to run across, hence, you know, the name of the level. Let's see if we get some crazy physics with the barrel. Whoa!
Nice.
Alright, so normally in here there's a really big boss fight that's really convoluted and complicated. We're just gonna skip this entire boss fight. So we're going to float up onto the roof of the boss fight. Align ourselves with this random pipe. Give myself a checkpoint here in case I fuck this up. Pardon my language. I think I got it. Yeah, we got it. We're good. Alright, kill the jump scare flamethrower guy. And now we are on to Airfield East. Airfield East is one of the levels with the crazy skip that I don't do because it's not marathon friendly. So you're just going to see the game normally here. But, you know, actually speedrunned. So this is a little bit of kind of like a autopilot level to start. Hello? There we go. One thing that my dad always liked about this, like cheat percent is every time you kill the pumpkin heads, they actually exploded. You can see like all the pumpkin seeds flying out. It's a really like weird detail they added, and it's like That's really like good dedication.
You said Pumpkinhead, and I've played a ton of Elden Ring, so Pumpkinhead means something very different to me than.
Yeah, I think I saw someone in
here.
chat mention that. So.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, okay. All right. So shoot this gun to clear out that little hallway. This gun is going to become really. The door didn't open all the way. Hello? Oh no. That's not good. I need to go back a couple quick saves here. Alright, quick little fix there. I've never had that happen before. Alright, wait till it opens all the way. Alright, they're all dead.
My God.
Yeah, this gun is crazy.
Definitely a New Game Plus weapon, for sure.
Well, that's also like the fully maxed out version.
Yeah, I'm sure.
See if I can get these guys to come down early. Here they come. Come on, guys. Alright, kill them through the wall. Yeah, normally in any percent you don't see this gun fully maxed out. You usually just see the like rapid fire mod that we get on it. Alright, and then this is the only time we talk to the Black Market Brothers, because we kind of have to.
Blasco. Well.
And then the only thing we ever buy from them is that ammo. Because they just have plenty of ammo laying around. If it wasn't for this level, we would still have a lot of that ammo going into the last two levels here.
Don't stop! This way! This way! This way! Come on!
Alright, so normally this area up here, you're never intended to walk on. So the fact that this has collision is just mind-boggling to me. And we just essentially skip all of this, like, entry to the Zeppelin level. And we hit the trigger for the Zeppelin.
That was cool.
Alright, so this is the second to last level of the game. This is the Zeppelin. Supposedly this is where Death's Head and Hans and all the like big evil people have run off to go to the Black Sun dimension and harness their energy, because that's the whole point of this game, is they're trying to harness the Black Sun energy. And we're sent to stop them. This level, we only recently found the big skip for this level 2 weeks ago. So, here's what's funny. So, whenever I showcased this game 2 months ago on Sarge's channel, or Sarge's run. Oh, can we get the funny laying down guy? Yep, there he goes. So whenever I showcased the first skip, which was incredibly hard, and I was surprised I got it first try. This new skip that we discovered 2 weeks ago really simplifies the game. Crazy how we discovered this one. And it will come up here in just a moment, so make sure you guys keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, as you can tell, just uber death weapon, essentially. Then we have to shoot out the engines of the Zeppelin. Don't worry, we'll still fly afterwards. Alright, so we destroyed those. Alright, so up here is the skip. So this door will open. We kill all the people inside. And then we get this cutscene. Once we skip the cutscene, normally we have to go through this whole maze, but for whatever reason, this corner of the ceiling just does not have collision. So now we're in the final room.
Okay, wow.
And as I stated before, all the checkpoints are preloaded, so once we cross through this door, we have now initiated the final like sequence for this level. So all we have to do, flip this switch, flip this switch, run back up here, and now we just wait for the portal to come down. Amazing bulletproof glass. But luckily I can shoot through it because I have the empower. Wow, there's a lot of these guys. Oh my god. Alright, that portal looks low enough now. Now the portal doesn't have to be all the way down. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so now we're on to the final boss fight. So this is the final boss, this is where we fight Hans. Like I said, this game is completely broken at this point. So this is Hans, this is our showcase of all the different medallion powers we picked up. Yeah, he's kind of weak in this first stage. This showcases the shield power that we never use. Since we have empower, we can shoot through his shield. We just keep doing this. Alright, that part was easy. So now the point of this is we're taking out all of our crystals to counteract his crystals. Because there's like one random intel sheet somewhere that explains that if the crystals get too close to each other, they counteract and they have issues. So now we're essentially just trying to destroy this machine. So now we go on to the second stage of the boss fight where we use our time slow ability essentially. Alright, in this section of the game, Hans has 3 different locations where he will spawn. And conveniently we know all 3 of them. I think I hit him. Oh, no I didn't. Bro, hold still. Alright, there we go. Alright, 3rd time's the charm. Alright, so then we will run over to here. And he has a chance to either show up on my left side or my right side. He usually shows up over here. Maybe? There he is. Hey, buddy. Alright, and now we run to his last location. Yep, okay. And he should show up again somewhere in this general area. I'm gonna hide under here for a moment. There he is. Oh, whoa. Okay, buddy. Okay. That. I've never seen him do that much damage before. Damn. Alright, well, luckily we know where he spawns. Wow, he just didn't take damage that time. Okay, buddy. Wow, this is a really bad boss fight. Holy moly. We should be fine, though. So the one guy said his, very funny line. Okay. Are you gonna show up, Mr. Hans? There he is. Alright, we're gonna sit under here so hopefully he doesn't blast me full of holes this time. I saw him running over here. Where'd he go? There we go, okay. Yeah, 2nd time's the charm. I've never seen him do that much damage in easy mode, by the way.
That's never happened before.
Yeah, that's never happened before. I think that's the first time I've died to Hans in a while. Like, usually I'm dying to fall damage. So this is the weird, like, 3 to 6 second time save I was talking about. Normally you slow fall, but if you quick save, quick load, it just drops you. And you don't have to worry about it. Alright, so this is essentially one of the last parts of the boss fight. He's going to be shooting these rockets at us. Basically, before they hit us, if we quick load, or quick save, quick load, he resets his attack animation, so the missiles never were actually fired originally. And then we gotta run through this nonsense. This is just more quick save, quick load. Alright, yep. Audio bugs out for a minute. I don't know why. And then it goes back to normal once we get to the top of this ladder. Alright, we're gonna run past all these guys. Oh, maybe. Okay, I'm getting bodied by sniffers. That is brand new. Alright. And then we're gonna shoot Hans off the ledge here. We're gonna float back up. And then we are going to go to the very last part of the Hans fight. And then time will be coming up momentarily, actually. First, we're going to see if we can hit the funny here. There's a chance where if I time a grenade perfectly, I can knock him off of the sledge. And the game gets confused and he doesn't know what to do. And we skip like a whole like section. Oh, I didn't get it. Unlucky. 2 explosions though, that's weird. So we're just gonna shoot him full of bullets as he's slowly descending. We're gonna run up to him. Alright, so we are going to stab him with the last crystal.
Don't you dare touch me!
Alright. We're going to fade out of Black Sun Dimension, and then time will be as soon as we run through the portal. I can give you a rough estimate countdown through this portal up here. So time is coming up in 3, 2, 1, time. GG's. What was my RTA time?
Looking like right around 52 minutes. There's a
52?
little bit of delay, but yeah, right around 52 flat almost.
Nice, nice. Okay, so I just pulled up my like load time removed. 45:34. That's almost a 2-minute world record, by the way.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Bigger GG's world record.
Thank
Let's
you,
go.
thank you. Yeah, just casually get a world record on Hotfix. Why not, guys?
Hey, you wouldn't be the first.
This will look great on the leaderboards.
Very nice. And you have the moderator was watching in chat, so
Yes.
it's already verified.
Yeah, it is verified. Yeah, he's one of the head moderators. Shout out to the last hotfix I was in, because there was a funny comment with this scene where they said "Rip Hogwarts." I forgot who the chatter was, but it was absolutely hilarious.
So yeah.
Rip Hogwarts, guys. And then how do they retcon all this medallion stuff? It explodes in his hand, and BJ goes, "I don't need this." And it was never spoken of again. The end.
Excellent. But yeah, give us all the place where we can find you on the internet and any shout out you want to give.
Yeah, so
The mission was...
shut up, BJ. I don't want to listen to you. This is my time to talk. So my name's Cogman21. You can find me YouTube, Blue Sky, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, pretty much Cogman21. You can find me anywhere. Shout out to my dad. If it wasn't for him and his love of Wolfenstein, I probably wouldn't be playing this game. Shout out to Bantilla. If it wasn't for him, like, discovering the start of some of these skips, we wouldn't be where we are today with this game. And, you know, shout out to the GDQ team. Shout out to you for picking me to showcase this run. Shout out to my friend Zeppelin, who got me on a GDQ stage to commentate. For those of you that watched the main event, I was the Gordon Dexter commentator. People said we were like the Giggling Brothers, essentially. Maybe this will be my pipeline onto a GDQ main stage. This is the only Wolfenstein game that hasn't been on a main stage. Except Spirit of Destiny, but no one wants to watch that garbage.
Boy, that's bringing back some bad memories.
yeah. But yeah, and I guess I'll just say once again, thank you for having me on.
Thank you for being here. It was awesome to have Wolfenstein. This is the second Wolfenstein run I think we've had on the show, and definitely not the last. So thank you for being in that legacy.
Yeah, 2 months ago we had the 80% run, and now we have the cheap percent run, and those are the two big main categories, because there's all levels, but that adds like 5 minutes, and there's nothing to it really.
Yeah, and one day main stage. But yeah, thank you again for being here. And folks, that is going to wrap it up for Crosshair this evening. But fear not, because the GDQ hotfix is not over yet. Coming up next, we've got speedruns from the crypt. So stick around for some